Hey guys, it's your boy Mark back with another video. I haven't yet reviewed anything AEW this year, or anything other than WWE and NXT for that matter. Main reason being, I just, a lot of times finding streams, like where you can watch pay-per-views for free is a nuisance. But you know what? All In is basically AEW's WrestleMania. So I wanted to do All In. So yeah, All In 2024 AEW just got off the air. That was an awesome show in my opinion. I loved every second of it. Um, just so much fun, so many awesome matches, a lot of great surprise moments. Um, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah. That was a long show, man. 6 hours that show was. Far right, if you include the pre-show. Speaking of pre-show, let's get on with the pre-show matches. 16-man tag team match: Tommy Billington, Kip Sabian, Rocky Romero, Carl Fletcher, Leah Rush, Action Andretti, and Top Flight consisting of Darius Martin and Dante Martin versus Jay Lethal, Satnam Singh, Anthony Ogogo, Aria Davari, Private Party consisting of Zay and Quinn, and the Dark Order consisting of John Silver and Alex Reynolds. This was a pretty fun match, actually. There was, I think, a point in the match, or maybe it was another pre-show match later on, where they all just started fighting each other and all that. There was a huge David and Goliath standoff type moment with Leah Rush and I forget, I don't know the name of the other guy, but he was a giant dude. I don't know who he is, but that was a cool moment. And Leah Rush, he actually, he what do you call it? Stood his ground or whatever. He actually gave him his best shot. There we go, gave him his best shot. The first team I was mentioning won that. But yeah, next up we have a mixed tag team match where the winning team chooses the stipulation of the CMLL Women's World Championship match between Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander at All Out. So it's Willow Nightingale and Tomohiro Ishii versus Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway. Stokely Hathaway was acting like a coward the whole time. He didn't want anything to do with Ishii. He was even trying to cheat for, trying to do stuff to, what's her name, during the match. Either way, Willow and Tomohiro won. So, yeah, they get to choose the stipulation. Next, final pre-show match, we got the Von Erichs consisting of Marshall Von Erich and Ross Von Erich, Sammy Guevara, Katsuyori Shibata, and Dustin Rhodes versus Undisputed Kingdom, consisting of Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, and Cage of Agony, consisting of Brian Cage, Bishop Korn, and Tor Liona. I don't know how you pronounce that, sorry. Sammy and Brian Cage were both wearing Wolverine gear, like the yellow and blue Wolverine gear, which is weird because they're not part of the same tag team, and it was like watching two tag team guys fight each other. That was so weird. That was funny. That's literally all I remember of this match. But Dustin actually did get the win for his team. I think he did the Crossroads as like a tribute to Cody or something. I don't know. Anyway, now we officially open up the show. We actually had the entrances on the pre-show for this match. So that was cool. And the show immediately started with the 4-way London ladder match. I don't know what difference it makes from a regular ladder match by just calling it a London ladder match, but for the AEW World Trios Championship, the Patriarchy consisting of Christian Cage, Killswitch, and Nick Wayne. Who's Killswitch? defending against Bang Bang Gang, consisting of Juice Robinson, Austin Gunn, and Colton Gunn, versus House of Black, consisting of Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews, versus Pac and Blackpool Combat Club. This is Cordell Casanoli and Wheeler Utah. Epic match. They brought on tons of tables, a lot of awesome table spots, man. And this is the thing that happens when shows are so long, or if you're not writing notes. Maybe I should have started writing notes. But there were a lot of awesome spots in this match. They even brought out a bunch of tables in this match. You know, if I wrote down some notes, or if this show was shorter, these awesome spots that I know happened in this match would be a lot more fresh in my head. But I will say I had an absolute blast watching this match. You had Luchasaurus and Christian. Is Luchasaurus Killswitch? Either way, you had Luchasaurus try to help Christian win, retain the titles, but then Pac ended up winning for his team, so new Trios champions. Yeah, awesome ladder match. Like I said, a lot of the stuff that actually happened, not very fresh in my mind, because this happened like 5 hours ago. Now, I mean, I did this review like literally as soon as the show ended. So yeah, but there was a really cool part where Juice Robinson, like Nick Wayne, like Mother Wayne or whatever, was trying to use hairspray as a weapon on Juice Robinson, but he used a chair to cover his eyes, and then he sprayed it in her eyes. So that was funny. And then he was about to smash her through a table, but someone stopped him from doing that. This is the laptop, by the way, so that I can see the results in. Because I'm probably not going to remember every single match off by heart, you know. I especially would not have remembered every single participant, especially in these 2 billion person tag team matches. But yeah. Next up, we have the AEW Women's World Championship match. Toni Storm defending against Mariah May. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, right at the end of the pre-show, Saraya came out, Paige, saying, basically talking shit to the crowd, like, I demand respect or something like that. And then Jamie Hayter returned. Yeah, Jamie Hayter's finally back, holy crap. That's the only time she appears in the show, on the pre-show of all things. I remember hearing her last year talk about how much, what was I going to say, how much All In last year was meaning to her, because she's British as well. You know what I mean? But, yeah. This was an awesome match, actually. I never really paid attention to Mariah May until this match, and she was awesome in this match. Even though she was heel as heck, doing all the most nasty heel stuff possible, she was on fire in this match. Smacked her own mother, and even kicking Toni Storm in the nuts, even though she doesn't have any, while the ref wasn't looking, and then Toni Storm did it back to her. That was a cool moment. You had Luther. I don't know who Luther is until watching the show. He was like, fuck you, Mariah May, and all that. And yeah. Mariah ended up I think she did Toni Storm's own finisher to win the match and the AEW Women's World Championship. So yeah, that's that. Next up we have a last chance match for the FTW Championship. Chris Jericho defending against Hook. This was fun for what it was, honestly. Some weapon spots. There was a guy, part of the band, doing Chris Jericho's entrance, who had a one of them had like a, let's see, it was a Michael Myers with Paul Stanley's Kiss star on his mask. That was cool. Unless I didn't look properly at it. I'm very tired. Obviously, I have been up all night, and I actually read an entire book since I've been awake. That book being The Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian. And that's actually a great book, way better than the movie that they made of it, in my opinion. Even though the first Narnia movie was awesome. But back to the show. Some fun weapon spots. Big Bill tried to get involved. So did Brian Keith. Taz came out to help Hook win the championship. Hook taps out Chris Jericho to become the new FTW champion. So awesome. Cool, good for him. This is another match. This next match I didn't really care for too much. Three-way tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. The Young Bucks defending against FTR and the Acclaimed. This was a solid match. Just, I don't know. I was just kind of just letting this match play, and the Young Bucks retained. Whatever. Let's just move on. Next up, we have a Casino Gauntlet match for a future AEW World Championship match. This doesn't say the list of entrants who went in the order. Anyways, Orange Cassidy came out first, then Kazuchika Okada came out, then, just like that, returning back to the ring after 13 years, Nigel McGuinness was a surprise wrestler in this match. Holy crap. Kyle O'Reilly's in there, Zack Sabre Jr. was there, Roderick Strong, Mark Briscoe, current ROH World Champion, Hangman Adam Page, of course, Jeff Jarrett, Ricochet made his debut, then Christian, even though he was in the other match earlier, and then Killswitch, who is Luchasaurus, because, yeah. A lot of fighting. It was kind of like, it did pretty much act like a Royal Rumble, except a lot of the times they went out of the ring and stuff like that to catch breath and whatever. It was fun. So cool to see Nigel McGuinness wrestle. But yeah. Let's just skip to the end. It was a long match, but the crowd popped hard for Nigel McGuinness. The crowd also popped hard for Ricochet, who we all expected to come to AEW, but anyway, so Killswitch comes out. Looks like he's finally gonna turn on Christian. Nope, he choke slams. I don't remember who choke slammed. I don't remember at all who he choke slammed, but he choke slammed someone else. Put Christian on top of him. 1, 2, 3. So Christian gets an AEW World Championship opportunity in the future. So cool. Next up, probably my second favorite match of the night. MJF defends the AEW American Championship, aka the AEW International Championship, against Will Ospreay. Epic match, epic counters. MJF playing the heel like a nobody, man. He was like, "You think you're awesome because you can flip, you piece of shit? Anyone can do a flip." Then he proceeded to do a flip himself. A lot of awesome counters from Will Ospreay and all that. And there was a spot where Will Ospreay tried to do like a sort of kind of avalanche hidden blade to MJF, but he ended up knocking out the camera guy instead. MJF came in, smashed him with the title, 1, 2, kick out. I flipped out when he kicked out of that. Even though AEW kickouts are very prevalent, you know. But yeah. Great counters and all that. There's probably stuff I'm forgetting, you know. So forgive me for that. But in the end, Will Ospreay wins the AEW International Championship. He refused to take the American Championship. He was like, no, don't want that. And then, you know, he took and then he got the whatchamacallit, you know, I'm fumbling my words, the proper AEW International Championship. Yeah, epic match. Will Ospreay wins. Next up, the dream match, AEW TBS Championship match. My best friend Bishop's wife, Mercedes Moné, defends against Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. This match was fine. It kind of played out like, even though it was a dream match, it did play out like a normal match a lot of the time. There was this really epic spot where Mercedes had Britt Baker on the top rope. Looked like she was trying to power slam her from on top of the top rope, but Britt countered that into like a kind of flipping it into her own power slam thing. That was awesome. Crowd loved that. There was a moment when someone tried to cheat for Mercedes, but you know, Sasha Mercedes Moné played tribute to Eddie Guerrero. By doing the Three Amigos. And then when someone tried to hit Britt Baker with the title, she, boom, fell as if she got hit, like Eddie Guerrero. And I actually was looking away for a little bit. I didn't realize she actually did the Eddie Guerrero thing until I was like, wait. She did the Eddie Guerrero thing, didn't she? So, yeah. But yeah. Anyway, Mercedes hits her finisher. I don't know what it's called. To beat Britt Baker and retain the championship. So yeah. But anyway, yeah. Next up we go to the penultimate match of the night. Coffin match for the AEW TNT Championship. Jack Perry defends against Darby Allin. Now, this match was fun for what it was. Jack Perry, I think he's still taking shots at CM Punk. He was doing the freaking he was doing the it looked like he was getting thumbtacks. It was actually broken glass. That's even worse than thumbtacks, bro. And then he was like, whoo, putting it out. Some chants of the crowd were chanting FCM Punk. You know, some people in the crowd were chanting that. And then Jack himself actually got slammed onto the glass. Oh, it did cut him. It did cut him up a bit. Very noticeable cuts. There was an awesome move where Darby Allin was trying to like do a suicide dive to Jack Perry. When he was like kind of laid about, laying kind of onto the coffin. It was standing up to the coffin, and then Jack moved, slammed his own back to the coffin. Darby Allin did, I mean, and yeah, and then Jack Perry then they fought around some of the stage area for a bit. And then someone got put through a table off stage, I think. I didn't quite catch the spot. And then Darby Allin ends up in a body bag somehow, literally, and he sticks his head out just as, Jack's trying to put him in there. And then Jack, boom, things him down, and he closes the lid. So he ends Darby Allin's winning streak of coffin matches and retains the TNT Championship. And then him and the Young Bucks go to bash up Darby some more. And then Sting comes out to seek and destroy by Metallica, even though Sting's already retired, to help, to take out Jack Perry and the Young Bucks for a bit. So yeah. Yeah. So that was that wasn't even 10 minutes. That was a pretty fun match for what it was. But now we go on to the main event. The title versus career match for the AEW World Championship. Swerve Strickland defending against Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson loses. He will retire forever. Brie, Bella, and their kids at ringside. That was cool. He comes out to the final countdown by Europe, which is epic. That was his Ring of Honor theme song. Epic match ensues. Starts off with great technical wrestling. Swerve does a nasty Death Valley driver to Bryan when the ref wasn't looking onto the freaking ring bell. Oh my goodness, man. And that immediately gets Bryan bleeding. They fight a bunch more. Swerve just absolutely playing the heel, doing everything to cheat, wants to be the one to say, I ended Bryan Danielson's career, And it's just epic match for almost 30 minutes. This was my match of the night easily. I forgot the name of Swerve's finisher, but he hits it. Bryan kicks out. The crowd flips out. This was actually kind of like my introduction to Swerve as AEW World Champion. So I didn't even know this was a move they got kicked out of. That didn't get kicked out of. Sorry, so that's probably why the crowd blew up like they did. Bryan hits the running knee, and Swerve kicks out. And the crowd is on fire, absolutely on their feet. Hits Swerve with another running knee, puts him in the label lock or whatever it's called in AEW, and holds it for a while. But ultimately, lots of counters and all that, but ultimately, Swerve Strickland taps out. Bryan Danielson is your brand new AEW World Champion. Wow. Epic match. And we got a new champion. But yeah, that was All In. That was my review. I'm sorry if this review didn't sound enthusiastic and all that. Like I said, I've been up all night. And I read an entire book since I've been awake. And yeah. But that was my review. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm your boy Mark. I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys later. Peace out. Have a good one.